everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you haven't, hi, welcome. My name is Ellie and I'm so happy to have you here. Just a little bit about me. I am a full-time college student and now I am a part-time employee as well. So I full-time am a student. I go to class, I do have in-person classes, and then I've been working for almost a month now. So today's paycheck that I'm going to be stuffing is actually going to be the first paycheck from my part-time job. Keep in mind though that this paycheck, I was actually working about like almost 40 hours a week because we weren't in school yet, but we did start school last week. So the following paychecks after the one that I'm going to be budgeting today are probably going to be a little bit lower because I'm not working as many hours. Right now I'm scheduled for about 15 and a half hours a week, but I've been working over pretty much every day or every shift that I end up working. So I'm working more closer to like 17 hours a week. And I can work up to 20 hours a week with my job. I do work on campus. They do put my like academic needs first, which I absolutely love about the job. Because it's on campus, they know that I'm a student first before I'm an employee. So they really take that seriously, and my schedule is pretty flexible. It has been made around my school schedule, so I do love that. Another thing is that I am married. My husband actually works for my university as well. We are not even anywhere near the same department. I'm a student employee and he's actually a full-time employee at the university. So his salary is also higher than mine since I'm a part-time employee. And he works more hours. He works 40 hours a week. But the cool thing about us both working for the university is that we have the same bi-weekly paydays. So that's really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that more in this video, but also in future videos. So for the near future, that is what our income is going to look like. My husband also gets paid by YouTube. We are no longer on unemployment since obviously we are both employed. Occasionally, if I have time, I will be door dashing. So yeah, we like to make money through other things like furniture flipping and things like that. But we are starting to get a little bit more busy since I'm in school again. So I don't know when we're gonna do that, but our main sources of income are both of our jobs. So I haven't filmed a budget with me in so long. I've been doing cash stuffings the past few times, which I filmed the cash stuffing last week, but I never uploaded it. I just hated how it came out and I never refilmed it, and then we got paid. By the way, we get paid on the 10th and the 25th of every month. So this paycheck is going to be from the 25th of this month of September. And then my next videos, not my budget with me and my cash stuffing, but my next videos for my my next paycheck will be the first paycheck of October. So you guys can see that video come out around those dates. And then I'm also trying to get on top of like my main channel's content and like vlogging a lot more for that. And on that channel, I basically film whatever I want, but right now because I'm a student, I'm very interested in school, and I'm very passionate about my major and my minor. So a lot of my videos will be centered around me being a student, but if you want to see more of my life, go ahead and check that out. And then last self promo, I do have a Instagram. It's at eliebudgets. It's linked in the description. So if you want to see a lot more behind the scenes and my stories, and when a new video comes out, you can go ahead and follow me there. DM me. Like, I literally will interact with everybody. So yeah, let's just get started. So this is my lovely budget notebook. I have been budgeting, even though I haven't really been filming every single budget with me, but I'm just gonna open to the nearest page, and it's going to be the second paycheck of September. So obviously it's blank. I'm gonna go ahead and make my spread, and then I'll catch back up with you guys. right, you guys, so this is going to be my layout. I'm going to try to zoom you guys in just a little bit more so you can see where I'm going to be writing. I think I'm going to do this a different way, actually. I usually start with my basic needs and then I get into my income, but I think I'm going to subtract, or I think I'm going to start with my income first today, which I know I don't normally do, but I think I'm just gonna do it. It makes more sense in my brain. So first I just have my husband and me. For my husband, his paycheck was $643.99, and then mine was $416.82. And my husband's paychecks are actually going to be probably more than this. He worked less hours this pay period, so his paycheck will probably be a little bit higher and mine will probably be lower. And then to add those up, in total our income for this paycheck is going to be $1,060.81. So now we can get into our basic needs. I'm gonna grab my phone for my calculator. And so we're just gonna start with our income and then we'll subtract from there, which I know you guys can barely see. Let me try to move this over. And let me take a drink because I'm so thirsty. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start with our rent. So our rent is pretty high. We already paid the first 3 months, so right now we're just kind of trying to build it up as much as we can, so that way we can be like more ahead or catch up for the next 3 months. So today we're going to add $350 to rent. There's not really like a set amount that we're trying to put every paycheck. This is just how much that we decided to put for this paycheck. So we can subtract $350. Renter's insurance, we're actually probably not going to be paying anymore for like the remainder of hopefully our lives, but for the remainder of our lease. Because we pay about $10 every month for our renter's insurance, and we already have over $100 in there, and we aren't going to be staying here for hopefully 11 months, but at the minimum 8 months, so we'll see about that. But for now we're not going to be adding anything. Electricity, I'm going to add $25. Our electricity bill at our last apartment was around $100 a month, give or take, depending on the temperature and how much heat we used. And we already have 200, so I'm just gonna add 25, so you can subtract 25. Next is our internet. We're gonna be adding 10 to internet. Again, just like every other fund besides our travel fund, we don't add a set amount every paycheck for now, just because our life has been so all over the place. So we just try to have at least a month, obviously, worth in our funds, but we try to save up so that way at some point we don't have to keep putting money in there, and then the majority of our paycheck could go to our savings. So we can subtract 10 for the internet. Next is my husband's phone bill. And again, we're gonna put 10 just because that's how much we decide. Groceries, we're gonna add 150 just because we just moved in literally a few weeks ago to this apartment, and we need I feel like we need some essentials. We keep buying things that we can make one meal out of, but I feel like we need to buy some things that will last a lot longer. So we're gonna add 150 to groceries. I think we also may need to make a Costco trip soon, and you know how Costco can be, so we'll see about that. And then gas, we're gonna be adding, let me double check this. Okay, and then gas, we're going to be adding 100 just because gas can be so expensive. We're just, again, trying to build it up. We do both have a car, so we need to fill up both my husband's and mine. I think right now it's taking my husband a little over $40 to fill up his tank. It takes me like $35-ish, $30 to $35 to fill up our tanks. We can move on to our subscriptions. We have 3 subscriptions. We have Spotify, Student, iCloud, and Adobe. But Adobe isn't listed because we just take it out of my husband's business fund every month. We usually have a lot more in our business fund than what the month subscription costs, so we don't even like account for it here. If we had a lot less in business, we wouldn't really worry. Like, we would worry more about it actually. We would probably put it into like our subscriptions. But for now, this is just what my husband wanted to do, and because that is his subscription, we're just gonna do it the way that he wants to do. So for Spotify, we're gonna be adding $5, and then for iCloud, we're gonna be adding $3. So I'm just gonna subtract 8. This is 8. We'll get back to this total. Now, I'm just gonna go here, which I guess I shouldn't have been subtracting the whole time. So I'm gonna add up all of my basic needs. Okay, so for basic needs, it costs $6.45, and then for subscriptions, it's 8. So we're just gonna do our income minus our basic needs. So it's gonna be $10.60.81 minus $6.45. So then we're left with $415.81, and if we subtract our subscriptions, which is $8, then we're left with $407.81 for our savings. So we can move into our sinking fund. So I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. Emergency is our first one, and it's not going to get anything. If you aren't new here, you hear me say every single video that we have $5,000 in emergency, so we really don't need to add anything. And it does earn the tiniest amount of interest in our savings account. Right now it's like $5,000.70. I think it earns 10 cents. I don't even know how long, but yeah, it's a tiny amount of interest. And then home, we're gonna be adding $135. Right now, there's a lot of things that we want to buy. We want to buy a desk chair for me because I don't have one. I'm sitting like on like a kitchen chair, and it's not good for me, especially when I spend a lot of time sitting down at my desk, or I want to spend a lot of time sitting at my desk, but it hurts. And then we want to buy a couch. We need a couch. Our couch right now is so bad. It's so uncomfortable. It's so small. Like, we need one that we can like stretch out on. And then we just need a lot of things for the apartment because we like upgraded to a bigger space. So we need furniture and like things to fill that space. We need a garbage can like for one of our bathrooms, and then we need a garbage can in our office. So like we need lots of little things as well. So I'm gonna put $135 from this paycheck into home so we can save up a little bit faster for that. School, I actually have good news, guys. I honestly don't even remember the last time that I like posted, but I think in my last video I said that like on my school balance it was like close to $3,000, and I was getting really worried because I was like, I don't even have that money, and I don't know why it's so expensive, like what happened to my like loan and things like that. Well, my husband and I double checked and we accepted, we went like through my financial aid for my school, and we were like going to accept the loans that were offered to me, which I know is not ideal because you have to pay them back. But we found out that I am getting federal and local, like state grants, so I don't have to pay them back, and it's a lot more money than I thought I would. So I honestly think I'm set for the rest of my schooling, which sounds so crazy to me because the first 2 years of college like were so expensive, because I wasn't considered low income because of my mom's income, even though I didn't live with her. So like, anyways, after I got married, they're like, wow, you really don't make a lot of money. So like my financial aid increased so much compared to when I was like single. So yeah, I really don't have to worry about saving up for tuition because now it's basically going to be paid for through my grants. I still do have a loan. Right now, I think it's sitting at a little over $5,000. But the money that I have in my school, and I'm gonna keep adding more, like I'm gonna add $10 today. But the little that I do add in here, I can just use that to pay off my school loans, and then whatever I have left from my grants that I'm getting this year, I will use that towards my school loans as well. So it's a win-win situation. I'm so grateful and happy that that is going to be happening. So in school, I'm going to be adding $10. And yeah, business, I'm going to be adding 100. For those of you who are new, business is my husband's YouTube fund, basically. So anything that he has in here, he can use that money to buy new equipment or for like subscriptions online, and basically to just invest in his business, which is his YouTube channel. If you are interested, I will link him down below as well, and you can check out his channel. But yeah, and then Eugene is my cat. We're going to be giving him 10, well, let me subtract the 100. We're gonna be giving him $10 this paycheck. I don't think he needs anything. This is just like his fund, but if we ever get another like pet, this will probably become like a pets fund. So we'll see, maybe one day soon, we don't know. And then the next one is fun and dates. I'm gonna be adding 35. For fun and dates, it's basically just whenever my husband and I want to go out to eat, because we don't really like do other dates, but if we wanted to, we could take it out of here. Car maintenance, did I already take the 35 out? I don't think I did, or did I? Dang it. For car maintenance, we're going to be adding 10. We, fingers crossed, don't have any like issues with our cars right now. My husband's car does tend to have a little bit of issues every now and again, but right now we don't have any issues. So I'm hoping to keep it that way, but I'm still gonna be adding a little here and there just to make sure that we have money for if the time comes where we're gonna need it. And then also, like, if we ever save up enough, we can use that money towards another car for him. My car works fine. I honestly love my car. I don't have any issues with it, so I'm just gonna keep it. But he's been wanting a new car, and he probably like one day will need a new car because his car does have issues, and it's not fun to have a car that has issues. So yeah. And then gifts, I'm gonna be adding 25. I'm gonna be adding 25 because we just bought a gift for my foster brother. His birthday was last week. And then also, I'm trying to think of other birthdays that are coming up. One of my best friend's birthday is next month. And then after that, it's just gonna be Christmas. So probably like around maybe like our next paycheck or after my friend's birthday, maybe starting in November, which I know is late for most people. We'll start putting a lot more into gifts so we can just be ready for Christmas. So yeah, I'm gonna add 25 into gifts. Toiletries, I'm going to add $10. I don't think we need anything, but if we do, we'll have the money. And then lastly, travel. If you guys have been watching me, we're going on a cruise, and so We try to put 50 every month. We've already put more than 50 this month, but if we have money, we're gonna put it in there. So I'm gonna put $72 into travel. So then we're left with the 81 cents, and all the change that I have left over, I always just add it into my buffer. So our total buffer right now is actually at $26.37 now. Alright you guys, so I budgeted my entire paycheck. I am going to do my cash breakdown off camera right before I get ready to film my cash stuffing, which I'm going to film right after this and that you guys will see very soon if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for budgeting with me. This is my second paycheck of September. Stay tuned for my first paycheck of October, and also stay tuned for my cash stuffing that will come out after this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to this point. If you're seeing this, I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And give this video a like, comment down below, and I will see you guys in my cash stuffing. Bye!